One is taking care of the material procurement. Second is taking care of service procurement. So this material and service, I'm just giving you the example. You can segregate as you want. You can say I have a purchasing department. Within the purchasing department, there are two teams. One team is responsible for domestic procurement. Second team is responsible for international procurement. So it is up to the customer how they want to divide their purchasing department into multiple teams. Okay, so this is either user or group of users. It's called as a purchasing group. Whenever you are creating a purchase order in the system will ask you which purchasing group is responsible for this procurement. Which team is responsible for this procurement? So that is the user or the group of users.
So this is a role specifically, is you can say if one person has a doing both the things, procurement for material and service. So, but role has to be separated.
Right.
Correct? The
Yes.
okay, got it.
Okay, so let me now set up, or maybe before I set up, let me show you this thing in the PPT so that it gives you a clear idea how exactly this purchasing group and purchase organization work before I show you the system. Just give me a minute. Okay, let me know if you are able to see my screen now again. I'm sharing the PPT now.
Yes.
Okay. So we discussed within the client, there are multiple company codes. Within the company codes, there are different plants. And you can see within one plant, there can be multiple storage locations. So one location, one storage location will be one to one, or maybe many to one would be assigned to one plant. Okay, and similarly, plant also, you cannot have a plant which is cross company. Normally, plant is also assigned to the single company code. Okay, then you have this purchasing org, what we discussed just now. You can have a plant specific purchasing org, which means each plant is having their own purchasing department. This is plant specific purchasing organization. So department is separate for each plant. Number two, you have a cross plant purchase organization. So there are two plants, okay, and those two plants are using the common purchasing department, which is defined at the company code level. Or third one can be, you have a cross company purchase organization where you have multiple company codes. You can see these are two company codes. Within these two company codes, there are multiple plants, but their purchasing department is common, which is being shared by multiple plants, multiple company codes. Very small organization who just for taxation purpose, they have created the different legal entities, but ultimately they are managed as a one company itself internally. They will be going with this approach because they don't have the separate purchasing team for each legal entity. They have a same purchasing team who is responsible for all the purchasing throughout the multiple companies. Okay, sales area we will come. We are not discussed till now. So key takeaways from the point of view, purchasing organization can be plant specific, cross plant and cross company code. Relationship between plant and purchasing org is many to many. So many plants can use the same purchasing organization, right? And one plant can also be used by multiple purchasing organizations. So I can also say there are different purchasing departments who are purchasing for one plant. Okay, I think this is a fourth scenario. This should be added as a fourth scenario. We said one plant, one purchasing org, but it is also possible that one plant can use multiple purchasing organizations. There is no restriction. Okay, and very importantly, which is asked in the exam, assignment between purchasing org and company code is not mandatory. It is not necessary that purchasing org has to be assigned to the company code. I can use a purchasing org which is taking care of multiple company codes. So if I'm going with this option, cross plant purchasing organization, then I don't need to, sorry, if I'm going with this cross company code purchasing organization, then I don't need to assign my purchasing organization to plant. Instead, sorry, purchasing organization to company code is not mandatory. I can just assign purchasing organization to the plant.
Plant specific would be the answer for that.
Right.
Correct.
There is no need to assign the purchasing organization to company code. As long as I assign the plant to the purchasing org, that itself serves the purpose. Okay, so these are very important things that you should remember. Creation and all is very straightforward, but these are the type of questions which you need to remember. And whenever you are also providing the solution to the customer, you should be aware that these are the three scenarios that SAP supports. And if a customer is asking you for a particular scenario, you should be able to tell him which out of these three scenarios will suit the customer's requirement. Okay, so now I'll go to SPRO. I'll go to IMG. If I want to create a purchasing org, I need to go to the enterprise structure once again, definition, materials management. Okay, we already created the storage location. Next one is maintain the purchasing organization. I'll open this maintain purchase organization. This is where I need to create the purchasing org. You can see the screen is similar to what we have seen in the plant. In the company code, everywhere it is same. It will show you whatever purchase organizations are already created. And if you want to create a new, you need to click on the new entry. So I'll click on the new entry. I want to provide the purchase organization code, which is again 4-digit alphanumeric. So let's say I am keeping it as same as plant because I want to do it at the plant level. If I want to do it at the company code level, I will try to keep the same code as company code so that there is no confusion. So purchasing organization RC01, I will use to make sure that the procurement or purchase that I'm doing for plant RC01 is done by purchasing organization RC01. So this is my purchasing org for plant RC01. Okay, again it is restricted to number of characters. See, it is not allowing me to enter more than I think 20 characters. That is the reason I had to restrict it to 20 characters only. So RC01. Okay, try to save it. And the purchasing organization has been created. It is not asking you for address and all. Purchasing organization has been created. Now, how the system will know that this purchase organization I want to use for which plant? This purchase organization I want to use for which company code? So for that, in addition to the definition, there is an assignment also. I need to assign this purchase organization to my plant, to my company code. So that I have to do in materials management. And here you can see assign the purchase organization to company code, assign the purchase organization to plant. These are the two important configurations. So you'll go to assign. You can see here if I go for purchasing org RC01, currently it is not assigned to any company code and it is not mandatory also. If I want to use this purchasing org for multiple different company codes, then I don't need to assign here. I need to only assign the purchasing org to the company code if I want this purchasing org should be used only for this company code. Okay, if I want to use this purchasing org for two different company codes, I cannot create two lines here. There is no option of new entry. It is only allowing me to assign the purchasing org to one company code. Due to some reason, if I want two company codes, then I need to keep it blank. Then only system will allow me to use this purchasing org for multiple company codes. If I provide my company code here, now this purchase organization cannot be used for any other company code other than RECH. Okay, so just save it. We are very clear that this purchasing organization would be only used for company code RECH. Now again within RECH, which plant can use this purchasing org? I can assign a single purchasing org to two different plants, or I can assign one purchasing organization to one plant. So if I want RC01 to be used only for plant RC01, fine. If I want RC01 to be used for RC02 also, no problem. I can use cross plant purchasing organization also. Okay, these things are important. One-to-one, one-to-many relationships, these are very important, which will give you a lot of confidence when you will be giving the solution to the customer. Okay, so one purchasing org, one plant, this is what we specified. If I want to create a separate purchasing org for my separate plant, I have to first create a purchase organization and then I have to here and they have to assign it to the plant.
Yeah, Vikram, whenever you are
Okay.
saving,
This
hello?
was about, yeah.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, whenever you are
Yes,
saving,
Akshay, I
it
can
is,
hear you.
yeah, it is giving you the same TR number. So, how it must you said it should be different.
No, Akshay, I told it should be different, but it is up to us. This is the test system. We are not bothered about the TR in this case. But when it is a
Correct.
real-time
But now,
project,
hmm,
yeah,
if I want to create a different TR now by default it is giving me the same. Now I want to create a different TR for it. So I have to go for a different. How do I do
yeah,
that?
let me show you. See, I'm deleting this. Okay, whatever I created the combination, I'm deleting it and trying to save. So by default, system will propose the same TR. If I want a new TR, I will click on this new button. If I want to select the TR which is already created, but I don't want to use this one, I can go here and it will show me all the modifiable TRs that are already created. So I can select which one I want.
Okay, it will give us the option for someone else's TR which I am added in their TR.
Yes, if
Is
you are
that
added, it will show you someone other's TR. If you are not added, it will only show you your TRs.
okay? Okay, got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Others provided you have credentials to access
Yeah,
the other persons, isn't it?
if they have added
No,
me in their user, so
exactly.
I think I am able to edit. Correct.
Exactly. I shown you that if this is a TR and if you
Mhm.
want to add another user, you can click on this and that user will be able to use this TR then.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So I need to
Yeah.
edit again. There's
One
some.
small question, like maybe I missed it there. Like purchase organization assigning to multiple company codes, then I'll not be assigning the company code. I'll just keep it blank, right? So similarly for purchase organization, if I want to uh, connect that purchase organization to multiple plants, I'll not be assigning, or should I do have the
No,
option to assign?
no, Nagesh. For each plant, if you want to use the purchasing of, you have to assign it to the plant. That is mandatory.
Okay. Now, like if
Assignment of
I
company code
want
is
to assign this RC01 to RC02 plant also, I have to assign it here, is it, in this screen, the one which
exactly.
you are showing?
Here itself
Okay,
you need
fine.
to do. So
Okay,
RC01 and RC02. So you are saying for two plants, Pune and Mumbai plant will be using the same purchasing department.
right. I understand. Yeah.
You can also say that same plant will be using two purchase organization. That is also possible. So many to
Okay,
many relationship,
RC02. Okay.
many to many relationship between purchase org and plant.
One more thing, if we have maintained plant at company code level, sorry,
Mhm.
purchase org at company code level, so we don't need to maintain separately for plant level, correct? Are
Exactly.
we whatever plants are under company code level, we have to maintain separately for that also?
We have to maintain. Even if you already assigned the purchasing of to company code, then for each plant you have to assign to the purchasing of.
Again, the same means if purchase org is same as the its